Hello amigos, welcome back to another pick a card reading. My name is Felicia. This is Felicia Trees Tarot. Today we're getting into a new pick a card. Welcome to day 15 of Vlogmas here at Felicia Trees Tarot. So welcome in. Today we're getting into a what does your crush think about you type video, and we also have pull significators that we will reveal in your pile. So this is super exciting. If you do not know me again, my name is Felicia. I am a human and civil rights advocate. I run a nonprofit in women's health called DIVAS Can Manifest org, and we recently celebrated 12/12 portal, as well as several creators in the collective with this latest art call. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you think about today's reading in the comments down below. Share information, give feedback, any topics for video ideas, okay? Because I'm like, damn, do I got 15 more video idea topics for the rest of the month? LOL. But anyways, let's hop into it, you guys. Pile 1, you are the disco ball with the cowboy hat. Pile 2, you are the peace sign, and then pile 3, you are the black cat energy. So let's see what your crush thinks about you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 1, welcome to your selection. So you chose the disco ball with the cowboy hat, okay? And your significator for this pile is inspiration with Lauryn Hill, okay? This person sees that you this person is very proud of you, okay? This person cannot believe what you have been successful at, what you have achieved. This person is noticing your hair pulled back or a short style that shows off your facial features. Maybe you guys are wearing a dark lip color like black, brown, burgundy, cherry colored lip colors. Maybe you're wearing, you have a lot of earrings or something like that, but I'm getting that there's something here where you are holding a lot of rewards or a lot of medals, a lot of trophies. You're giving a lot of speeches, a lot of TED Talks, perhaps, I don't know. You're giving, a lot of people are finding you to be inspiration, and this person does too. You really inspire this person, okay? Some of you guys might have been ill, okay, or in a crisis or adversity, okay? So this person is seeing you, being successful or recovering, and you have returned with so many trophies, rewards, high honors, and recognition. And some of you guys are just very solemn about this. I'm hearing that there's a deep reverence with this crush, okay? This person has watched you deal with something challenging. They see that, I think that this has actually, because you are such an inspiration, I think that this has softened your heart a lot. I think that you know that you're going to be looked at as an inspiration, and I think that it's something about you that's solemn, but it's something about you that I think solemn, but because I don't think that you were, for one, I don't think that you were expecting or chasing these rewards and recognition, but you have just been really highly honored. And they see that you're very gifted, very talented, very skillful, very smart, and very beautiful. They're noticing, these people could be noticing, these crushes could be noticing you, with a natural makeup or a natural face, versus when you may get glammed and dolled up. I'm also hearing there's something about a shopping bag or something like that. They see that you are gifted a lot, okay? You're gifted a lot of shopping trips. You're gifted a lot of gifts and rewards and recognition, okay? But I think that you're not the type of person that is used to this. Maybe it's your first time getting interviewed. Maybe it's your first time in front of the camera. or you never asked to be someone's inspiration. I think that this is why you may be, you know, you might have a tense relationship with these people, because you never asked to be their inspiration. Okay. This is funny because this recently came out for the morning tea. You know, how does this crush, what does this crush think about you? They think that, you know, they're very, they see that you have gotten a lot of rewards and recognition for your creative energy. Okay. Yeah, and this, ooh, we have a facade. But what was I gonna say earlier? It was like, I think they watched you go through something difficult, where someone tried to steal your creative energy or tried to steal your rewards and recognition. And they see that you were the one that came out as like the victor. They see that you're the one that's giving all the speeches. You're the one that's getting the credit for this creative energy, because there was somebody who was wearing a facade that was trying to like steal rewards and recognition, trying to steal creative energy. And they see that you were successful at like fending off some type of threat to your house. Okay. This person is noticing perhaps a relationship that you have with an older man. I'm getting someone that may be like senior status, like gray hair, someone old, maybe a senior citizen or something like that. They're noticing you. Some of you guys are caretakers, caregivers. You take care of the elderly or work in hospitality or in healthcare. And they're noticing that this is like, that this is a lot of your generous giving side. Okay. What does this crush think about you? We have shadow and mysticism. What does this crush think about you? You had to, yeah, they see you as a goddess. Okay, beautiful. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So your creative energy is really highlighted to this person, and they're really looking at your breast. They're looking at how your upper body moves. Okay, they're looking at how your upper body moves and determining your sensuality or something like that. But I think that something happened in this situation where they see that you are inspiration, because there was someone there was a shadow attachment that was where you've taken a mystic path to discern some type of shadow attachment that was harmful to you. Okay, and they see that this was because someone was obsessed with your female nature and form. Okay, this is like, this, people see you as an inspiration because they see, like, not just even this crush, but because you were able to discern some type of facade, shadow attachment, and gave birth to like something, like, I don't know, you gave birth to a true creation that existed within you, and it helped people realize that like this other person was wearing a facade. Okay, I feel like especially your success story or your story of triumph is really standing out to this person. They cannot believe you were so intuitive. They see you as a literal goddess because of your mystic self, and what you have created and manifested. Some of y'all just sitting back like, I wasn't expecting all that. And it was just, you created so much, you gave birth to so much for this person, for whatever is around you. Everybody's like, look, thank you for, like, it's like these people are like something that you've done. Whatever you have expressed have been such an inspiration to people. People are lining up to hear you talk. People are revering you, giving you the highest honor, spending time in, you got people spending time in nature more, and helping people. I think that like you really helped this crush. Like this could be like they could see you helping a lot of people, but you could have even helped this crush discern a facade that somebody in their environment was wearing. Through your mysticism, you help this person discern a facade of a false person. And they are just so, they think that you're literally a piece of magic. I think that they, like, this crush really thinks that you're magical. Okay, some of them are just watching you like in a homecoming celebration, at a party, at a social gathering where you're speaking or something like that, okay, or a professional gathering. And you know, this person, like, this is like a really deep discussion is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that these are deep discussions, deep perspectives. This is not a superficial relationship. This is so much wisdom, sensuality, wisdom, like life force, and just like you being your true nature with them as well. Okay, you don't have to wear a facade. You can't wear a facade. I think that your story of triumph is literally a story about a facade, friend, a shadow, somebody who was doing something illusory to compete with you, someone who was committing crimes against you, someone who was really a shadow attachment, y'all. And you would think that that everything was fine on the outside, but this person has been totally in their shadow, okay? And they see that you've had so much wisdom and life force to move through this shadow attachment, and you didn't let that stop you from being sensual and soft and still, like you were still divine feminine. Because this was shocking is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a shocking attack or something, but I also feel like for majority of this person finds you to be an inspiration because you have your gift of gab, perhaps something that you've communicated, a knowledge, skill, or wisdom that you've had a capability to communicate with this person that helped him discern some type of facade, okay? And you were very intuitive about it, okay? I'm hearing you were very intuitive about it. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. I definitely see that you have a big power in this relationship with this person, okay? They really value your mind and your heart, and they see that whatever you have done is you're not just an inspiration to them. They know that you have a responsibility and duty to communicate this important knowledge, wisdom, and skill to people who are very discouraged and troubled. This crush has been dealing with something of the deepest and darkest shadow realm, and maybe you have been mirroring this, okay? You are truly a goddess walking. This is not about how you look, okay? There is a big blessing of love coming from this person after doing so much shadow work, and you guys getting healing a third eye chakra or healing something traumatizing. I think that you really love this person, but I think that this person has like watched you get so many rewards and recognition, and maybe this relationship has changed over time, okay? I think that after you discern this person and their shadow attachment, maybe you realize that they were wearing a facade, or you realize something shadowy was going, like they had something shadowy going on, or they were dealing with something really shadowy that was having a power, a negative power is what I'm hearing, okay? I think that in this situation, this feels like a delay, or it feels like it is, you are very solemn, I think. And I don't know if that's the right word, but a lot of what you've dealt with it, and you feel like you dealt with it alone, perhaps. And you may have had crush. This may be even more than one crush. But I think that you realize that they might be proud of you and they might see you as an inspiration, but they might have gotten an F on their test. This person, I think that some of them, they don't even realize that they're disconnected from reality, and some of them just really project their ideal image of themselves, and then you realize that you discern that they're not, this is their pseudo self that they're projecting. For others, this helped them discern someone else's facade. But I'm also getting that this crush has I think that they have a really big desire for you, or they started to get to the root of their desire, okay? Because some of them were projecting desire onto other options, and they feel really dumb because those were facades, okay? Those were facades and wishful thinking. And I think that after you accomplished something on your own, succeeded something on your own, you really didn't, I'm not gonna say you didn't respect this person anymore, but you realized that maybe you realized that they were in their shadow, right? That they just were not, I don't know if they had bad intentions with you, but I think that they were imbalanced, okay? So some of you guys, this person let you down or disappointed you, broke a promise, or they just sat there and watched you do something on your own, okay? And that let you know that that they were not truly supportive of you, or that helped you know that this was not what you truly desired, is what I'm hearing, okay? And you have like so many blessings of love coming your way now, so many high honors, okay? I think that, this person really just got intimidated by your story of triumph, okay? But I think that you kind of just realized that they were like nowhere to be found, and they may have been obsessed with you, but I don't think that they ever showed up. And this kind of I think that now that you have you're crossing the finish line, accomplishing something big, that this kind of you don't have the relationship may have lost value to you, or you don't see them the same way you used to see them. Okay, or something like that. You don't respect them as much as you used to respect them. Or something like that. Let's get some messages from this person, then we'll get some tarot to wrap. What does this person want to say? I'm unable to release resentment. Yeah, I kind of figured that this person was, I'm hearing that they might have gotten mad because you were getting so much rewards and recognition, and I just feel like I just feel like they never took responsibility. Yeah, I think that they're really proud of you. They are really proud of you, okay? And I feel like they got left behind in the cycle where they were holding on to resentment and left you to perhaps achieve on your own. They left you to fight and fend on your own. It is I feel like you, especially this last part stands out to me. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart's desire. When this person couldn't release resentment towards you, I think that they didn't show up for you in the right time. And I think that they started to try to act like you didn't deserve it, or they tried to act like they didn't desire you anymore. And I think that the plot twist on this whole situation is that they played themselves. It's something where they tried that there may be this period of separation. Now they're chasing you because you guys have left them. They got left behind. I'm hearing they got left behind, and you ran into so many blessings of love after they didn't show up for you in a meaningful way is what I'm hearing. Okay, you realize that they were in their shadow, or they left you to discern something without explanation. Okay, some of them, they tried to leave without closure, or they left in an obscure way. And I feel like you just remain steadfast, and this, it's like, I think that they really adore you. Okay, but their resentment and anger and shadow attachments are something that you realize that something about it was fake, or I don't know, something about it was fake, or they realized that they had shadow attachments to something fake. Okay, and they see that while they were attached to something fake, that you were off outgrowing them. I'm hearing something where you went off and outgrew them. You got even high honors, you got more money. Okay, I'm hearing you got more funding than them. And they were very, they turned around and they saw that they were very proud of you, because I think that like when they started to like resent you, this was like no longer a situation that either of you desired. It was not a pleasurable situation for either of you. So it was a toxic expectation, and I'm hearing the timing was off or wrong. And so this person did a lot and may have became unhinged, or may have tried to replace you, or formed other shadow attachments related to you, and like, because they literally were unable and inept. Okay, they were unable to release resentment. They weren't even aware of, and still I don't think they are, right? They're still unaware. They're still in some shadows. They're still unaware of a shadow aspect about themselves that they are not willing to take responsibility for. And I think that now that they see you being successful, some of these, you started to discern that their shadow attachment was around some cloud chasers, or where they thought more money and wealth were, or something like that. And then they see that you were the one that got the funding, or you were the one that got all the wealth, right? And I think that was divinely timed. And so now they're chasing after you, right? I think that they are proud of you, but I feel like something about them, you feel like they were coming around with a facade if they were in their shadow aspect and didn't show up when you needed them to. Okay, if you truly desire this person, I think that you will get what your heart desires. But I think that you were just learning that this was not something that your heart desires. For others, this was an ego defense mechanisms that they used, right? The shadow attachments that they formed, the unhinged behavior that prevailed when you guys were having some type of issue, challenge in the relationship, communication breakdown perhaps. But I feel like ultimately it's like their psyche was disparate. Okay, in their reality they were in separation and in resentment, but their mind and heart keeps getting drawn back to you, right? And so I think that if this is truly what they desire, they're not going to be able to hold back. But for others, you're learning that this is not what you truly desire. Okay, they might see you as a goddess and an inspiration, but a lot of people see you as a goddess and an inspiration, and people will come around wearing facades, wanting to hear your story of triumph, but they're really lame. Okay, some of them, you feel like they're lame now. Okay, you're not interested in them no more, and they feel like a really, really big idiot, because I'm hearing this may have happened so quick. I'm hearing something happen so quick where the universe reloaded and like shots were fired. This person had a stark realization that made them start chasing you. Okay, this person had a stark realization about a facade that was elsewhere. Okay, they realized that they played themselves or something like that. Like, it happened so quick. So let's wrap. Okay, yeah, the Six of Wands. Yeah, I think that this person really feels short. you know, I think that this person really fell short. Yeah, they were a shadow attachment. I think that these people were definitely obsessed with you, but I think that they have resentment and grew an ill will, because ultimately I think that this was, you know, this person has a lot of superficial relationships. They date a lot or they socialize a lot, but this person, they literally go around and explore so many different options, and they don't know what kind of relationship they want. And so they form a shadow attachment when they can't figure shit out, right? It's like this person couldn't figure it out and they blame you, right? They feel like maybe even they felt that this was happening with you as well. Maybe both of you guys just were like lacking trust issues, you know, having trust issues, lacking in some, like, maybe scarcity trauma, or having some kind of commitment issues. And I think that they grew an ill will at you when you weren't sure what kind of relationship that you wanted, or you were still, you know what I'm saying, like you were still in your process of triumph, and they just have so many unrealistic expectations. But I think that they never fail. Like, they have a resentment towards you because, like, and it's them. They're the ones that can't cooperate. They're the ones that can't, like, release resentment. They're the ones that's impulsive, ruthless, and rash. They're the ones that's angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally one-sided. But they have a shadow attachment to you. So this is like, I don't know, that's like they can't hold back, that they're obsessed with you, okay? But I think that they're still recovering from a disappointment where they were around exploring options, and may have even like joined in on a group of people that hated you, and then you turned around and prevailed over that group, is what I'm hearing, okay? I'm hearing you took your feelings back. Some of y'all, you took your feelings back, and they realized that they missed the opportunity so quick. It was so quick how you got away from them so fast. When they fell short, I'm hearing they fell short by a big distance, and you realize that was like, if it was that big of a fail, a flop, then you realize that was something that you should not invest in, and that this was superficial, a facade, just somebody who was expressed with you, who was obsessed with you because you're a goddess, right? And they see that you've done something magical, but they, like, of course they're proud of you, but they were not able to show up because they were throwing an emotional tantrum, is what I'm hearing. And I think that this situation left you with so much doubt and inner criticism. You ended up prevailing, I think, but it left you with so much inner criticism and doubt, and I think that's what they wanted to do, right? I think that a lot of them now, you know, after seeing that them falling short did not inhibit you, they're proud that you were able to still prevail, okay? I think that they're still, you know, they feel like an idiot. I think a lot of you guys, the relationship lost total value to you very quickly, okay? That's what I'm saying, part one, about what this crush thinks about you. It's like they're the crush now. You're not interested anymore. I'm hearing you took your feelings back so quick, LOL. And some of you guys, you're just wearing, maybe this relationship, side note, maybe this relationship is commercialized or something like that, and you know that it's just a facade, that you don't really care for them, you're just doing it for money or something like that, okay? Thank you so much, Pal 1. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your selection. You chose the peace sign. What did your crush think about you? Okay, your significant was courage. So your crush definitely sees that you've had to be courageous. I'm hearing you've been scared about something. Okay, you've been scared about something. They see that you are very close to your mother. They see that you have been praying a lot. And I'm getting that even though you've had to be in a situation where you've had to be courageous, you haven't let anything take you out of your peace. I think that they're like, damn, like, you're so courageous and peaceful. It's like there's no use in being scared. Like, I'm hearing that, like, there's something that you're doing that you need to take risk, or you have to be daring. But I'm hearing scared money don't make no money, friend. So you making that money for sure, and you got to do whatever you got to do. That's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, there's a safety threat or a health scare, okay? And they see that some of you guys, maybe you recently had a, what is that called? Not a vasectomy, that's for like penis, but like, what is that surgery that haven't, like a double mastectomy? I think it's called a mastectomy, for the, when they remove breast or something like that. Some of you guys, they see that you did an operation or you did a surgery that was scary. Okay, maybe you guys did the surgery for your health, okay, not for cosmetic reasons, and they see that you were scared about it, but everything went well. Okay, what does this crush think about you? Okay. What does this crush think about you, pal, too? We have Pope Joan, the Pontiff of Possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Okay. So they can be seeing that right now you your soul has expanded. I don't know, y'all some powerful manifestors. But they see that your soul has expanded. They see that you were courageous. I'm hearing that you were courageous to leave a relationship. Some of you guys, this is a Leo, Sag, Aries. Someone's name starts with the letter S or a letter D, probably. But I feel like something that you did where you may have left a domestic violence, they saw that that was very courageous as well. It could be anything, but a lot of you guys have done something really courageous, and it's like maybe you took a leap of faith when you didn't have any other options. Like some of you guys, you quit your job without having a backup plan, or you moved to a new city without like having, you know, a lease and money, right? Like maybe you only moved to the city with a couple $100s or something like that, and they see that that was very courageous as well. Like people don't do that. People will plan for moves and things like that for years in advance, and they see that you are spontaneous, adventurous, and daring, and you're willing to take on challenges. You're willing to take an adventure. You're willing to go travel. You're willing to explore different habitats and civilizations. Some of you guys are traveling into foreign lands, studying foreign governments, foreign societies, and they see that you just keep, you know, moving on and moving beyond a situation where like people keep trying to back you into a wall. I'm hearing that some con artists or scam may have tried to back you into a wall, or have tried to bind you in some type of way, and they see that something that you recently did has opened up a new possibility for you. I'm hearing there's a new possibility for you, or you just took a leap of faith and said, I don't know what is next, but it's none of the possibilities that are present. I'm hearing this, especially if this involve, you know, romantic options, are expecting you to get married or something like that, or they're expecting you, you know, you're still in the process of actualizing yourself. So you'll continue, like you guys are still needing to stay risk-taking, daring, so that you can continue to actualize yourself. You're getting more embodied, more of who you are. Your essence is becoming more highlighted to this crush. Okay, I'm hearing your crush is definitely a part of the collective. Okay, we have dissipating. So this is somebody, yeah, I definitely feel like this is somebody who was a bird, okay? You left this person to watch you on TV is what I'm hearing, okay? Some of them have started to, they became a fan. And I think that you, instead of like sitting in front of a TV decaying with them is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something where they just wanted to lay around all day. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to go travel. They don't want to go eat. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to go to explore. And I think that some of you guys, especially if you were in a traditional relationship, they see that you ain't have no money or something like that, or you didn't know how to have your own stability, and they see that you just like took a leap of faith and left this person to just like watch you on TV, just to watch you on their phone, just to like, you know, they see that you went and discovered some other possibilities, and that showed that your soul was limitless. And somebody tried to bind your soul in a house or something like that. They tried to bind you to them, okay? They tried to bind you to a network where it was in a ruin. Okay, is what I'm hearing. A network that was in a ruin, or a social group that was in a ruin, a house that was in a ruin. Okay, and you said, I'm gonna just keep on moving on with my life. Yeah, I'm getting that you were met with a challenge and disharmony. We have square energy, and they say that you were not afraid of this challenge. Especially if the challenge involved you taking a risk or it involved danger. I'm getting that this network was very disharmonious with you, and it's because you are at peace and they are in a ruin. Okay, these are people, like this crush. I'm hearing that this could have been a crush that became disharmonious with you. I'm hearing they started to challenge you. Okay, this crush started to challenge you, and you felt very threatened by them. Okay, I'm hearing that you felt very threatened by them, or this was I don't know, something where the lights got turned on in this situation. I'm hearing the lights got turned on. I don't know what that means. Give me more information. What does this crush think about you? Pal 2, yeah. What does your crush think about you? We have the engineer. The ability to give creative energy a practical expression. A talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Okay. This person, they see that you have done something. You could have done something really inventive. And this involve your mathematical, technical ass mind. You guys are brilliant, very, very smart. So whatever network that you were in, what happened to my shirt? Okay, this was not, oh my god. Okay, anyway, so I'm feeling like this is a network or a group of people that was in ruin, y'all. These people did not have any solutions. And you just were like, what? Like something where they see that you left a network of people that didn't have any solutions, and you created a solution for yourself and left them to dissipate. Okay, there has become, like, I don't know, something where this is a crush who, I don't know, this could go to one of two different ways. This could be someone who is on your side, okay, and they have been helping you. This person could have been helping give your creative energy a practical expression. Okay, this person's technical. They may work with the artificial intelligence. They may work in STEM. This person has been designing a solution to a problem for you, or they see that a network was in ruin, that there was no possibilities in this network, and people were just, I'm hearing that I'm getting that the network, everybody started to challenge you, and there was so much disharmony. They see that you found some type of creative energy, or like you had a creative energy and found some type of way to express it in a practical way that made these people disappear. Okay, whoever was challenging you has started disappearing. And I'm getting that even if these are crushes, I'm hearing that crushes started to conform to the people that was challenging you, and you said, well, shit, I'm not gonna be, it's like me against the world. I felt like it was like you might have even felt like it was you against the world. And the crazy part about it is it took courage to face this challenge, and it took a lot of courage to stand up to this big group of disharmonious people that were challenging you on the network. And they see that, you know, you were met with so much resistance, but you that your possibilities were endless and limitless. They see that like this was magical, that you opened up a new portal and a new opportunity that gave your creative energy a practical expression that makes these people dissipate. Okay, LOL is what I'm hearing. Okay, so that's, damn, you know, that's crazy. Okay, I'm getting that these could be several crushes. I'm getting that you kept running into this karmic energy, karmic challenge where they became disharmonious and started conforming, and that it may have taken a lot of courage, right, to face these people. Because I'm getting like that you were not prepared. Like I'm hearing that you're always met with some unexpected scrutiny, and you are just, it seems like it'd be absurd. And like the challenge and the disharmony and challenge always try to take an opportunity from you. And they see that your soul is limitless, and you keep getting new opportunities and getting new ways to put a practical expression or to form a structure where this network has been challenging you and creating disharmony to stop you from forming a structure. Okay. And now they're the ones dissipating. Okay. And anybody who conform, any of the crushes that conform, they just sit back as a big bird and sit back and watch you on the television too. I'm hearing they see you starting to diss them. Okay, you're starting to diss them now that you got this practical expression. Now that your bag is secured, is what I'm hearing. You're starting to diss motherfuckers. Okay, starting to make them look like a lame, make them look like they ain't never had shit. Okay, anyway, we have look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Some of y'all, you're really getting pissed off. Like there's so much disharmony, and you're just like, what is causing y'all to do this, right? And I'm hearing that what's causing you as well, what's causing you to feel this way as well. Like if these people have at all taken you out of your peace, it is because like these conformists and narcissists keep getting wilder and wilder. Okay, some of these people, they so angry and aggressive at you, but it's really because they're aroused. And this person, this is like, even if they're aroused, friend, they're dissipating because that just means that they're too aroused. There's too much disharmony or something like that. Too much of the fire element, too much anger, too much passion. Okay, you're trying to destroy the structures instead of protecting the structures. I'm getting that this could be a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, like I said earlier. So yeah, you're a star. Like this person literally are watching these people that were trying to challenge and challenge you and be disharmonious in an organization, in a network, a social group, at work or something like that, and they see that it was literally just because you were the star, friend. It was, of course, they're gonna be trying to fight and tussle and trying to get big in the chest, trying to do their big one, you know, but they really look like birds because they don't have a practical expression for their creative energy. And you will need to continue, because you are a star, friend, you will need to continue to be courageous. I know you're gonna be scared because you know there's so many people. You just make them shrink, and that just make people aggressive when they realize that they lost. Okay. But some of you guys, I know that these people are dissipating, but I think that you've been real angry because you were not expecting all the scrutiny and challenging and disharmony. It's like something where I think it's so irritating because you're so free and loving, and you're so accepting of people in whatever shape and form that they come. And it's like people really have a problem with you shining. Okay, people really have a problem with you shining, and this may have even been a crush that had a problem with you shining or something like that. Okay, you're mind fucking me. I'm so confused. Yeah, this person, I can no longer hold my feelings back. This person may very well be confused. Some of you guys, this is a continuation of part 1, and this person cannot hold back because you mind fucking them so much. Anybody, I'm gonna hear all the birds or illusory distractions, karmic challenges are resolving themselves. Okay, I think that was like they have been obsessed with you. You are clearly the star, but I think that this harmony and challenge was because there's so many people that went up against you. But this crush sees that you were like, that it may have seemed like all was lost, but you were able to find a solution for your problem, and now you're making these people irrelevant. This crush was very confused. Like I said, some of them, they were not able to tell the difference between anger and arousal. This person is so angry, y'all. You can tell by the way they walking around. Friend, they walking around looking at things like this. May even be your long-term partner, friend. This may even be your long-term partner, and I don't know, something where they're watching you explore options or something like that. And I'm getting that this person, they're so angry at you because you've been mind fucking this person. Some of y'all, they can't wait to have sex with you. If you have not had sex with this person yet, this person, I think that it was a challenge and disharmony in your relationship that was blocking you guys. And this was what was creating so much confusion, because this block looked like it was like it was lost, that it was all done for, like there was no opportunity, like there was no possibility. And then they see you bust out with a new possibility and just like found a solution for your problem. And this was mind fucking to them too, because they're like, damn, you so smart. Like, and some of them, because they're so angry, they don't want to help you. And I'm getting that you guys have really been fighting, okay? And it's because they're really aroused by you, friend. You're the star, you're the main character. So something that you've been doing to tease them perhaps as well, but like this person's confused because they're angry and haven't been able to release resentment, especially if you guys are here from Power 1. But if you are what they truly desire, they are not going to be able to hold this back, okay? They're not going to care about no challenge. They're not going to care about no disharmony. They just watching you with a practical expression for your creative energy and solving your own problem. And they just see that all the rest of whatever was stopping them, that was making them angry, whatever, I think that they're just angry about the disharmony and the challenge as well, okay? But they see that a lot of these people are, they're dissipating, that they're falling away, that they're not, they shrink, that they're not passionate and inspired, they're not a star, right? Especially because a lot of them, they try to gang up and stop you from, and like created a dilemma for you. And they see that you were a star like motherfucker when you found a solution to that problem, okay? And some of y'all did it without them, okay? But I think that this person, you've never seen this person so angry before. Like, and it's because you've been doing all this mind fucking. This is really arousal, y'all. They really need to, release their anger on you. You guys might even be into BDSM, or you both have anger issues. Like, something about you guys are very smart, and I think that you both were angry about this problem and challenge that you guys have been having, and how it may have even been keeping you guys separate. And I think that in this, the way that they cope with the separation, also created this harmony and anger, and so let's see what else, what's going on with this crush. What else do they think about you? Let's wrap, okay? I don't really think they can hold their feelings back, especially when they see, like, they see that a lot of you were really courageous for them. I'm hearing that something that you did that was courageous to help you resolve a challenge in your relationship, and this aroused them even more, y'all. I don't know, something where you went and got a body or something as well, and it was like, it's like so much. This person watched your body become looking good or something like that, or they know that a lot of people are angry about your body, and they just looking at it too, like damn, all right, now I ain't gonna be able to hold back. We don't care how many people dislike you. Just let them be birds. Just let them be angry. Just let them fall behind. Stop being so overly concerned about these people who are challenging and disharmonious. It's literally absurd, okay? And I think that has been causing a lot of the confusion. The Ten of Swords reversed, the Queen of Wands reversed, and then the Judgment reversed, okay? This person, they have I think that this could represent, a third party in the relationship that has been confusing this person. This person has been challenging you and creating disharmony. This person has been struggling for power, and they have been, I think that this situation, this is like, you're the star, okay? So you're definitely not reflecting the Queen of Wands in reverse, but this can reflect like this. A lot of you guys have, because they were so confused, they were getting aroused by you, but a lot of them were not able to express their feelings. And I think that just may have, like, especially because, like, I'm hearing they chose to hide their feelings, or they were not able to express their feelings, and this led to a painful ending and you losing intimacy and passion for one another, okay? It is because this person was really confused about all these other people that have been vying for their attention and competing with you, challenging you, creating disharmony. And so these people just chose to hide their feelings for you instead of honoring the relationship. They just chose to emotionally regulate with the people who were vying for your position or vying for your power. And this was a really painful ending, and it may have filled you with a lot of doubt, but you guys, you don't have a choice but to stay courageous and accept that you're a star and that this person chose not to be a star. Okay. Even, this Queen of Wands kind of confused me, because if you guys are mind fucking each other, I think that you guys do have a passionate intimacy that's not going anywhere. But I think that this person, like I said, something that they were doing that confused themselves. They were angry about the challenge and disharmony, and so maybe some of them started to displace their strong emotions into these third parties or people who are dissipating. Okay, this is a situation where this person cannot hold their feelings back, so I don't really think that you guys are losing intimacy and passion, but I think that this challenge and disharmony filled you guys with a lot of doubt, and you got very discouraged around your creative expressions, because there were so many people who truly were dissipating, right? But this disharmony was very discouraging, I think. And it confused them as well, because I think that this person truly made an error, okay? And that these people who were challenging and being disharmonious became third parties. And I think it was by mistake. I think they were truly unhappy about this division, this split, this disharmony. And some of you, this person had just been watching you from your social media getting challenged, and they had these feelings. They were angry too, and I think that they had these feelings, and they just had not been able to, they started dissipating. I'm hearing something where they just been watching you for a long time, and maybe you started forgetting about them. Some of you guys started forgetting about them, or you started dating other people and you started losing intimacy, passion, and interest in them. And I think that the tables really turned in this situation. While they were busy watching people struggle for power, right, with the emperor, they lost you. I'm hearing a lot of them, they lost you, and you just opened up new possibilities for yourself. And they were just one of those possibilities that never fulfilled, is what I'm hearing. Some of them, they were still getting, this was something where you had to wait. They had a mystery past baggage with an ex-partner that you didn't even know about, okay? And this may have led to an ending in your relationship. And I think a lot of them were projecting their past disappointment, or or they were just so confused and not knowing what to do about the disharmony in the network, and they just saw that you got the expression anyway. Okay, that's what I'm saying about what this crush thinks about you, pal. 2. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi, pal. 3. Welcome to your selection. So you chose the black cat. Okay. So this feels like, I don't know, this crush feel like an op. We have style, okay, as your significator that came out. So this person saw a black dress that you were wearing, okay? It was something about a black dress, short and backless or something like that, okay? Some of them are seeing you with designer things, or it's the way that you style yourself, your fashion. Some of you guys like to wear a lot of bodysuits, maybe stylish bodysuits. Maybe you guys like to wear a lot of fishnet or mesh, okay? We have Diana. Some of you guys are Latin. We have the Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is the frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Ooh, okay, you a stylish mother. Okay, some of y'all are very stylish moms. Okay, floss out. You ain't letting no child cramp your style. Okay, is what this crush is saying. Some of you guys could be single mothers, and they saying that you didn't let this child cramp your style or something like that. Okay. Some of you guys have one child, like one daughter or one son, and they like that because they're like, okay, if I'm gonna date anybody with children, just have one. You know what I'm saying? LOL. This person, they think that you're really sweet, but they see that you have brought out your savage like side. Like some of you guys started acting like a wild animal, and they were very shocked that you started acting like a wild animal. This was like a new aspect of your style or something like that. When you start acting wild, they said it was a new aspect of your style. Okay, but they feel like they're very connected to the natural world with you. So some of you guys, you're into herbalism, or you guys take this person to nature a lot. This person, maybe you wear your natural hair, you don't wear a lot of makeup. Natural bodies and stuff like that, or your style, like they see that the way that you style yourself, it comes so naturally to you. And like there's so many like fashion reruns going on, and it's because people really don't have any style, and they feel like, oh my god, you were such a breath of fresh air seeing your style. They were like, oh, like we can tell that the world is kind of like dry with fashion now. But like when you came around, you showed them a different kind of fashion, and you were like, I'm hearing that they see that you are like a leader in fashion, that you set a lot of fashion trends, that people keep knocking off your outfit or something like that as well. Okay, LOL. What does your crush think about you, pal 3? Okay, oh my god, the crushes have been so bad these last couple of months. Like, oh, that's so bad. And all the pals today have kind of been a little rough. Okay, we have vanity. Okay, I don't know, I keep hearing something about a short and backless dress. Okay. This person, I'm hearing that may have led to a tower. Okay, when this person saw your back, or they saw your dress or something like that, they saw that you were the style icon or something like that, that you were this fashion inspiration, that you're everybody's fashion muse, you're such a big trendsetter, like everybody wants to be like you. Okay, and it's like people, I'm hearing that like people who come around you and they see you as this fashion icon, or this, like they see you as like an icon, some of you, and they see that all these like mediocre people come around you, and they have like this inflated sense, like this overinflated sense of their mediocre accomplishments, and you make them like I don't know, this could be somebody that you made them feel like mediocrity, but they see that you came around and you made everybody look mediocre with your style. Okay, people thought they were flaw style, friend. People thought that they were flaw style. They could not fuck with your dress. That's what I'm hearing, like they could not fuck with you. Like these hoes ain't got shit on you. These bitches ain't fuck with you. They can't fuck with you, friend. Like for real. Like the truth is, you made people who thought that they were the shit. They thought that they were fashion. They thought that they were the muse. They thought that they were all that. Like they saw you, literally, these people started paling in comparison to your style. Okay, and they say that you were savage like about it. You ain't give a fuck about it. I'm hearing that you something where your drip, roll off the levee. Like it's like you don't run out of fashion inspiration, and just like all they see is people scrambling up to knock off your outfit is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they keep seeing people scrambling up to knock off your outfit, and they thought they was dressing, they thought they were stepping, they thought that they was gonna put that shit on, and when you came around, especially when they got a view of your back, you shut that shit down. Every time you come around, you shut that shit down. Like these hoes can't really fuck with you. It's not just the dress, it'd be the body in the dress, friend. And so like all these people were shocked when they saw you come around. Like it was like they saw that girls started running up, people started running up. Okay, yeah, Taurus, that body and that sensuality and that glamour and that fashion, you had like a lot of hoes very mad, very, very mad, because they paled in comparison. The way you stepped into the spots, friend, the way your fashion dripped out, like you were dripping. Okay, drip or drown. Them hoes definitely drowned. Them hoes drowned. And I feel like you may have felt like these were wild animals, the way that they were just rushing to get your outfit. I think that's be so strange. Like, what in the world be compelling people to run up and put on the same outfit? That is so scary. Like, that is wild, and there's so many people doing that. And you see your shit going viral, people, I think that like they're like, oh, it's so cute. I think that could possibly be a reason why, like, if you're going viral on social media. But like some of y'all, this was at work or at school, and you came in as the new girl or something like that, and your sensuality, beauty, and style just made them pale. And I'm hearing that people started racing to dress like you, and it just highlighted it even more. It just exacerbated it even more. Or they just got so prideful because they were really vain. They were really mediocre accomplishments, and you stepped in and disillusioned them and made them look very mediocre. Okay, we have gambler. Like some of y'all, I don't know what you did to get to this style and fashion. They knew that it involved taking risk. Some of y'all, you have really just been following your intuition. Some of them, they've been watching you travel to shop a lot, or you just, like I said, some of you move savage, like you move wild in establishing this style. Okay, like it's something where you really, somebody who was trying to mimic your style or something like that, they got too close and they see that you clip their wings. You got people falling short mid distance, half flight. Like you got people really fumbling hard around your sensuality and your fashion. Okay, and you're just like, I think that this is like really you're savage. Like they really just see this as savage behavior. Your style in itself, I don't know if you're trying to be a savage, but they see you as a savage, and you stole the show, you stole the attention. Okay, and it's because like nobody could deny. I'm hearing the female gaze and the male gaze, and I think it's something very powerful about this gambler archetype is that they see that you have been on this journey, like that it has been navigating this, like, I don't know, navigating this jungle or this world, navigating a new environment, a new state, maybe a new community. You might have been like navigating a new experience, and I think that what you'll find in this experience is that you were not even trying to accomplish this much, but you have accomplished something very huge, and you're having this new emotional experience where you are disillusioning a lot of people with mediocre accomplishments. You are maybe this was their other option, maybe this was their ex, but your sensuality and style is heightened and superior. So you come around them, and it was probably just, you probably even met this person by coincidence, but this feels like, someone who definitely feels like they hope and wish for you, is what I'm hearing. They hope and wish for you. You are a star. Your style stands out to them. But this person have been exploring options and taking steps in the dark. And this is a new emotional experience with this crush, is what I feel like as well. This person is getting disillusioned by their past ex. Maybe they didn't think that you were able. Okay, something where, they didn't think that you were able, and you ended up out accomplishing someone or their expectations. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Release. The past is now behind it. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is available to you. Follow it with faith. So somebody here, this could be you or somebody else. This person, I'm hearing that they have a karmic challenge, and they're with these people because they feel guilty. Okay, they feel guilty for misleading them. Okay, some of them, I think that this was a really bad investment because they already knew. Okay, this wasn't a disillusionment because they already knew from the jump. Okay. But some of them, they had grew a resentment and have been building up an illusion, okay? But something that you've done to show this person like you did something that showed this person you were capable, or showed them that you were well established, and or something like that, or your achievement just made you the center of attention as the star, and people feel guilty not being interested in these other people. They feel guilty leaving them behind. They feel guilty because they were really mediocre, and I feel like you're really rejecting mediocre. And I feel like it's weird because this is not even just a crush, but I feel like a lot of your friends and people in the community or in this network perhaps have been feeling guilty about being successful. And I think that, like, even if this isn't about some external third party or something like that, but like they're just like, there are people who are misfortunate, and there are people who are not successful as you. You are in an elite group. A lot of you guys are in an elite group. You're very educated. Maybe you have high social standing, wealthy, and you are not, like, don't feel guilty for having things that you have, friend, because this was not you. A lot of you guys, you had courage. You took gambles, you took risks, you stayed hardworking, you trusted the sacred flow. You deserve to have what you have. You deserve to be successful. So when you come around, your success makes people look mediocre. It's not. I mean, your success and your style makes people look mediocre, and this person has been disillusioned naturally, and just, it was inevitable is what I'm hearing as well. But if this is someone who, like, I think that this is somebody who is consciously doing something karmic, and it's because they're doing what they think they should do. They're doing what they think others would be, that would people please others, is what I'm hearing. Okay, but let's get some messages from this person and see what they want to say, friend, and then we're gonna get some tarot to confirm. But yeah, this person just keep looking at your style and your achievements, and they see that you deserve this, okay? And I know that you might be outshining people, and you are considered an everything girl, it girl, everything boy, it boy. You know what I'm saying? Like your trophy partner, and you are someone's mother of the children, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing don't feel bad for being the mother of the children, because that like, I think that, like, that will mean that person wants to reproduce with your body and wants your home and your organs, friend. I think that that's just, I don't feel bad for it, and don't feel bad for asserting yourself and being the mother. Don't feel bad for, like, canceling people. Don't feel bad for firing people. Don't feel bad for putting people out your house. Don't feel bad for being a pretty person that sits up in the house with a style. Don't feel bad for being sensual. Don't feel bad for their ex. Don't feel bad for anybody who sits around with a mediocre accomplishment. Don't feel bad for anybody with a privilege. Don't feel guilt. Express your style. Express your sensuality. And do not feel guilty, okay? I'm also getting that if you just, like, I think that you are annoyed that this is even, like, that these comparisons are happening. This person has already known, okay? They've already known that you were the one or something like that, and they have just been making their decisions because they feel like, these other people have a codependency on you or them, and they just feel like they have a responsibility to, people please in some type of way, okay? And this could also be them feeling guilty, okay? Like, but I'm also getting that you don't feel guilty, and they shouldn't feel guilty either. Like, and don't feel guilty for walking away from the situation if you're no longer, like, interested in them, okay? Let's get messages from this person. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that this person chose, I'm at a crossroads and need to make an important decision. I'm hearing that they're at a crossroads and that just also means that they chose someone else as well. I'm hearing that them not making a decision is the decision, okay? And so they have chosen, I'm hearing some of them, they've chosen to stay, you know, in a family violence, or they know that, like, yeah, their ex-partner came back, right? Is what I'm hearing for a lot of you. This is their ex-partner, okay? And they haven't been able to make a decision, and I think you started moving on. I think this person saw your style and saw your sensuality, and they knew that you coming around would make these people feel very vain. They would make these people, that you would make this ex feel very mediocre and not good enough. And some of you guys, I don't think that this person is the crown for you, okay? I think that they're just in your energy because they haven't been able to make a decision, but them not making a decision is a decision, okay? I'm like, this person, I'm hearing that they consider you to be the full package, but they have made their decisions based on guilt, okay? They feel like they need to, they're not being true to themselves, right? And honoring you for being everything that they ever wanted. And I think that that just means that they never become anything, okay? So, you know, I think it's sad. But I also feel like this may even be a situation where you need to make a decision for them. Maybe you can't just leave. It's not a get over you and leave type of situation. For some of you guys, there's a lot of lingering complexities with the end of this cycle, but this person has not made a decision, so they're leaving you to make the decision. And it is because they feel they hate themselves so much, and they feel so burdened by guilt, right, to make the decision to honor you, okay? For a lot of y'all, okay? For some of you, they feel like it's a risk choosing you, and they're not willing to take that risk. They're not willing to test. They're not willing to take steps in the dark. So this is a really big hardship in the relationship. That's what I'm hearing, okay? It's that they failed to make a very important decision, and that was super disappointing, okay? So tell me what this crush wants to say. What else? Yeah, the Three of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. It's like they're heartbroken, but you as the Queen of Swords, you know, this is like, I think that it's because they have a conflict with you, okay? And this is a conflict now because they failed to make an important decision. And so they're heartbroken, but they are failing to show up, is what I'm hearing. So this is, like, the truth is, friend, they're really a conflict, that they're really, you know, they really lost, is what I'm hearing. They really lost, okay, because they failed to make a decision. Some of them were struggling with the family violence and feeling guilty about leaving their family violence, and some of you guys have been dealing with something else as well, okay? And I think that this situation, some of you guys can preserve what you have left, but I think that you, you know, after realizing that, like, some of them, they went back to their ex-partner, and it was a heartbreak, okay? It was really a disappointment. It was really an illusion, okay? And I think that that has been a volatile mood swing, and that's really them, you know, some of them, they just are exploring options, and they have been too, they felt too guilty about that, or something like that, okay? This ex is really unstable, I'm hearing, especially if they've met you. This ex is really unstable, and so this person feels like that person is a part of their family or something like that. They feel like that person is a part of your family. But I also think that there's something here where they need to, there was an important decision that needed to be made, and this person folded on a standard or promise with you. Okay, so I think that means that you guys are in a conflict, okay, and you have to work on something, okay. But this person this was really a rejection, I think, with this crush. It is because they reject themselves. Friend, they can't be true to themselves. They feel too guilty and they're in too much deep regret about something else with their ex, is what I'm hearing. Something else where they feel a deep regret or something with their ex, okay. Or maybe they're like, you know, this person, they're really rejected and abandoned in life. They don't have anybody. With the Seven of Cups, they don't have anybody. And I also feel like you guys maybe you were distracted with something else that broke this person's heart, or you recovered from a spiritual poverty as well, of exploring your own options. And you guys, it's not like you're going anywhere, you know. But I think that them not showing up it's like them exploring options is really like they're rejecting you because they think they should, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they said that they think you should because your sensuality and style makes people feel mediocre, okay. And they feel like if they embrace that, then they are they feel like if they embrace that, then they are betraying their family, or you know, that you represent rejecting parts of their family or something like that, okay. And I think that you do. And I think that this person is, you know, in an illusion of thinking that that is family. That was really a family violence. They really are, you know, even if they're the same culture and same skin and same hair as you, that's not your family, okay. And, you know, as the Queen of Swords, this person has really been in a spiritual poverty. They have not had any relationships that are like, you are the Mother and the Emperor. And this person, I'm hearing something where they rejected you and lost their, I'm hearing they lost their heir, okay. They lost their offspring, and you grew. I feel like you grew, and you became the mother, or you became the boss. And so them failing to make a decision was them mentally ill and in a self-loathing behavior, and they decided to fold with you. And they feel like it's because that's what they think that they should do, or that's what, you know, convention told them to do. That's what's popular to do, okay. Yeah, they have been sitting around failing to make the decisions, lingering without drifting, without an aim or purpose, getting disillusioned by what they thought was, you know, with their ex. I'm hearing that their ex came back, and this was a test for you as well. And this person, I think that they realized that, you know, this ex coming back was a challenge to your relationship, was an external threat, a family violence that wants to keep them in a family violence, keep them traumatizing them, okay. And they realized they've been getting disillusioned by someone, their ex, that they said that was like family. And I think they I don't know, they maybe have been disconnected from you, or haven't been spiritually connected to you. Maybe you've been off doing your own thing, or you just consider these people to be mediocre, and you have been like just set apart from these people. You don't have as much established with them, and this person was just delusional. That was a family violence. That person betrayed them. That person just was taking money from them. That person just established roots with them, and have been duplicitous to linger around, okay? And they have just been getting disillusioned by you. And I think that this is a test for you because you're sitting there alone, being true to yourself, being sensual, being stylish, being, you know, and you're so loved as well, is what I'm hearing. But for some of you, they literally didn't make a decision, because really this is also, like, I think that what this really is a conflict, I think, friend, okay? And so they are angry at you about something, okay? And I think that that means that they chose somebody else, okay? I think that that means that they chose to conflict with you and pretend that this other thing is family, or to pretend that, you know, it's a conflict because they folded on a standard of promise, and this is really gonna end them up in court or something like that. But look, more, I don't know, that's all over the place, friends, but more next time. Welcome to day 15 of Vlogmas, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. This crush has a conflict with you because you grew at, you know, leaving them at a standstill, leaving them to explore their options. Maybe you closed the door, or you just told them that they lost and that you didn't want it anymore. This person couldn't, I'm hearing that they still watch you, but they decided to go explore options, or decided to stick with their ex, okay? And I think that this is a conflict because they stole something from you, okay? To give it to their family. It's because they hate themselves and they really are intimidated by you, see you as high maintenance or something like that. But I think that this is going to be a conflict to the bitter end, okay? This person is really, this is bad, okay? That this turned into a conflict because they feel, I'm hearing that they didn't make the right decision, and so they have, that means that, like, I think that them failing to make a decision, they tried to keep you in the liminal realm with them, okay? They tried to keep you, they really got left behind. And I think them failing to make a decision and lingering around is like, they ended up feeling too guilty for exploring these options, and they chose a lust and a psychological regulation because they were not able to evolve a family violence, and they were too prideful, okay? And love is stronger than pride, friend. And I think that, you know, them saying that they're at a crossroads and need to make a decision, it was violent as well. Like, they never showed up, they never did what they said that they were going to do, they never defended against this ex. They started gambling you, started risking you, and then that didn't amount to anything. They ended up getting caught, and they ended up getting subsumed by the void, is what I feel, okay? They just watch you. And some of you guys, this is a conflict or a lingering, like a complexity that, where there's lingering complexities, okay? Some of you guys, there is a payment due before leaving, okay? And this person, you might have to force their hand, because they keep gambling and keep risking, and I feel like you're more than willing to stand up to a challenge, because this person has been out exploring options because they feel too guilty to be their true self. Something where they want to continue to perpetuate a convention from their family, okay? And you may have decided to uphold your family too, okay? I think that both of you guys got clear that this was maybe not something that you wanted to, that you have hope in, that you want, but this is something that you definitely are going to be strategizing. And I think that, like, after standing up to this person, you will be getting your payment, or you'll be getting compensated for whatever was lost or stolen, because I feel like they're conflicting with you to steal something from your family because of a cultural difference or something like that, okay? And I hear that they already lost, that these people, that's why they're heartbroken, is because them exploring those options meant that they lost, and you ended up standing up to them and getting what you want, is what I'm hearing, okay? So you let them stick with their ex and just left and broke is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they're gonna be left broke. Go ahead, stick with your bum ass ex, you dumb bitch, and be broken forever. Thank you, pal 3. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see you in the next one.